Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about Jason and Lucia's vehicle. We have some interesting details on how it's going to work, as well as what we've seen from the leaks so far, and a whole lot more. So there was a lot of discussion on what if you could make any vehicle your personal vehicle in Grand Theft Auto 6, because the way it worked in GTA 5, this was not the case. We had our three main characters, Michael, Franklin, and Trevor, and they had their own default cars that you could not change. Franklin with his Buffalo, Michael with his Tailgater, and Trevor with his Canis Bodie. Those are the vehicles you had to have. You could obviously change up the customization, but you were always going to have that vehicle with Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. And apparently there is a very specific reason behind that, even though it would be really nice if you could choose what car you wanted for your character. It would add a little bit more customization. Even though I feel Rockstar did a good job of picking the vehicles for our three main characters in Grand Theft Auto 5, it still would have been really nice in Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, Insider Test Funds 2 ended up commenting on someone who said, personally, I think it's a must-have evolution from GTA 5, but I'm going to prepare myself for the likelihood that we will be once again stuck with predetermined personal vehicles. And he said GTA Online's casino update released in 2019, and to this day, Rockstar is specifying the Z coordinate for potential future vehicles on the casino podium to make sure no vehicle clips under or hover above the floor. Also, there are more factors concerning the issue you described. You have to take into account the camera's position during the cutscene, just like what you described about the way you sit in a full-size SUV versus a sports car. Would the Z coordinate, which is height of the camera, be positioned a bit less when you're in a sports car than a full-size SUV? You'd have to consider other vehicle types too. So all in all, it's safe to say Rockstar would still be going with predetermined personal vehicles. So that's actually a really good point, because a lot of the cutscenes we see are obviously filmed like a movie. And when they film them, they have to film them with one particular set of vehicle in mind, because there is a big difference between getting in a truck, a sports car, a motorcycle, a big rig, an off-road Jeep, something like that. And that would obviously impact the way not only we view things throughout the cutscene, but the way Rockstar view things. And there might be issues with clipping, or the person's head might be cut off. Not literally, of course, but you just can't see it in the screen. And so because of that, that might cause a handful of issues that Rockstar ultimately don't want to have. It just wouldn't look as professional. So it really does look as if we are going to be set with one personal vehicle for our characters. Now, what makes this interesting in Grand Theft Auto 6 is our dual set of protagonists, Jason and Lucia. Whereas even though in GTA 5 our main characters work together, they were pretty separate in terms of their lifestyle and the things they like to do, their family members and whatnot. Jason and Lucia are supposed to be a Bonnie and Clyde-like couple, and so they're obviously going to be together. So you're going to be sharing one personal vehicle, or you're going to be having two personal vehicles, technically Jason and Lucia's. The one we see from the Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks that gives us the best idea of the car they're going to be driving, I obviously can't show it to you on the screen, but it's basically a red El Camino. It's got a pair of black racing stripes going down the hood. It has a raise in the hood, as well as a orange to yellow gradient livery on the side. Now, I don't know if that's going to be the default, but obviously stuff like that you're going to be able to change. But it is essentially a two-door car with the trunk in the back and that open tailgate bed. Now, again, we saw them driving other vehicles, and this could obviously change considering this is just early developmental leaked footage. But it definitely looks like that's going to be the vehicle Jason and Lucia are going to be driving, and it's going to be predetermined. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to change it. I don't really remember if Rockstar did anything like that with Red Dead Redemption 2. Obviously, things are a little bit different with horses versus vehicles, but you get the point there that it looks like there's going to be predetermined vehicles, because it's simply the only way Rockstar is able to record cutscenes when they're making this thing. And then while we're here on the subject of GTA 6, Insider Tez Funds 2 also had some pretty hysterical comments that I just want to kind of read to you guys right now. The first one, he ended up saying this: imagine finding El Rubio as a beggar on the streets of Vice City, that could actually work, considering we've robbed El Rubio in Grand Theft Auto Online, and now he's going to be poor, and considering that Cayo Perico, I think, was kind of Rockstar testing the waters for GTA 6, literally, and no pun intended. So I could totally see El Rubio being an Easter egg as a poor dude from Vice City. That would actually be kind of funny. And then we also heard from Tez Funds too. He said, imagine the trailer starts with Lester saying, I know you've been complaining, but you weren't ready, which would be an hysterical Easter egg to the original heist trailer that Rockstar put out for Grand Theft Auto Online all the way back in 2015. Remember that really since day one of GTA Online's release, fans have been like, okay, Rockstar, where are the heists? We saw them in the trailer. They're suddenly not in the game. Why the heck can't we get our hands on this? And so Rockstar basically trolled the community, but in a very clever way, with Lester saying, I know you've been complaining, but you weren't ready. It's kind of the same thing here, but are we ready? I feel like we are ready for GTA 6, and Rockstar is just simply not giving it to us. And Tez Funds 2 also believes that Jason and Lucia, because they are influenced by bank robbers Bonnie and Clyde, it would kind of be like the game It Takes Two. And he's also pointed out that there's two very interesting action items from the leaked video, Buddy Comms, Buddy Ping. Those are listed with the actions like crouch prone, cinematic mode, etc., which again would also influence that it looks like our Jason and Lucia characters are going to have that It Takes Two vibe going on. And what's actually kind of ironic about that is the game It Takes Two actually got into a lawsuit with Take-Two Interactive regarding a trademark. You guys might remember this happened almost a year ago, that Hazelight Studios had to abandon the trademark for It Takes Two because of a trademark claim from Take-Two Interactive, as we know, the parent company for Grand Theft Auto. So this would be very ironic if It Takes Two was the basis, or at least had some sort of influence on our main characters of Jason and Lucia, considering Rockstar's parent company pretty much said, nope, you gotta change your trademark because that belongs to us now. But obviously, we'll have to wait and see, and we'll have to wait for when Rockstar gives us official information on this whole thing, which hopefully that's going to be soon. I figured we're only getting closer and closer whenever that might be, but I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below, mainly on what we talked about earlier with Jason and Lucia's vehicle. How do you think that's going to work? And do you think it's going to have to be a predetermined one? Let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.